Só vou chegar aqui pra ver se abriu. Você consegue ver isso. Tá lá, né? Tá lá. Chega. Tá, igual da última vez. Da última vez eu tava com aquele mesmo pontuação ali, ó. Eu fui parar no Platinum 2. De novo. Eu não saio dessas posições não, mano. Eu não consigo. Eu sou Platina 2, não tem jeito.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Show me everything you have.
Give me your best.
Nossa, o Raven.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Allows them to negate the block. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Knockdown, gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Takes the chance to hurt him. Hold up, they broke through the super arm. Must have seen it coming. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Looking for a chance. Both fighters planning something. Breaks the block with a throw.
Vamos pular pra cima de mim, tá, mano?
Jump. Experiencing burnout and forward. Nasty throw to the back of the head. Hanging on for drops them. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch this KO?
E aqui eu já saio. Ganhei a luta, perdendo, tchau. Pra próxima. Fica passando raiva com esse tipo de cara não, mano. Você não pode ficar enfrentando o mesmo cara não, mano. Você passou, acabou, é pra próxima. Eu tô dando revanche de ninguém, mas o problema é que eu tô pegando uns caras que puta que pariu, mano. Os caras jogam pra porra.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Sticks the jump in. Solid combo. Throws him. What's next? The throw misses. Grabs him. Knockdown. Oh, whiffs the throw. Can't tech the throw. All right, what's coming up next? Experiencing burnout. Look, goes for the super arm. Scrapping it out. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Barely blocks the jump in. Medium kick. What? Combo with the target combo. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 2 can't use any springs forward with the drive rush. Goes in the distance. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try connects with the throw. Uses the target combo. Cashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Eu tô jogando contra o Ryu, caralho. Tá lá, Joãozinho aí.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all
E eu acabei de ganhar round perdido.
This is it. Who's gonna take it all?
Por que eu tô aceitando assim, aí? O André tá falando todo mundo, mano. Eu tô usando isso, cara.
Gotta do better than that. Player 1 puts the super armor to good use. All in with a rush. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Do it to them. Show the people what Gotta play it. Oh, drive rush! Oh my God, Rock Super! This is a critical moment. Are you kidding me?
Eu apertei grab, mano. Esse dá deixar ele também.
He's gonna be watching replays for this one for a
Não,
while. They really took it down to the wire.
Tá bom, bora repetir.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Blocks it. Big throw. Impacts a no-go.
O cara tá
You
pulando
can
demais,
block
mano. É só
impacts,
desmarcação.
but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Ooh, with a hit, whiff, or even charge in. Tricky territory here. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Backs them into the corner. Goes for the super art. The super art finds its mark. Down to the wire. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks KO.
Vou levantar.
Player
Aí,
2
nessa
takes
apertação de
the round
botão.
like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Left off a projectile to waste time. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player experiencing burnout, scrapping it out up close. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Just goes for it at this range. Player 2 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Dashes for a KO. We're going into the final round.
Viu que não pode vacilar, mano.
Which
Só
fighter
se
has
deixar o cara
to
fazer
grind out
mal.
the win? Burnout activated. Oh, calm. Ooh, what a smart blow. This is gonna hurt. Clutch anti-air. Both sides. Sick. Super armor you.
Nossa,
Can't win this without pulling the trigger.
olha isso, cara. O cara me deu um médio no side switch,
Gotta
velho.
hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a
O cara me deu um médio no side switch, cara. E ela apertou por apertar, meu irmão. Vamos lá que foi neutro, tá bom. O problema de Rio de quem é isso, cara? É uma apertação de botão na porra do jogo. Não, e o problema é que o Ken, mano, até quando ele tá no canto, se ele te acertou um soco, ele vai rodar e fazer o side switch. Que é aquela chutinha dele que passa pro outro lado. Se tiver super então, aí vai gastar o super e mantém o super pressionado do canto.
They're all fired up. We're almost
Vai tá com
underway.
a sequência de knowledge, sabe? Deixa ele é gold, deixa ele é platina mesmo.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. Life lead opens up. Sticks with the super art connect. Uses the gauge. Can this super art set things into motion? Get some.
Coisa linda, hein?
Player 2 takes
Tá
the
vendo que eu falei
round
pra
like
você
a
que eu só
thief in
jogo
the
com
night.
farofa?
What else can they
Se
get
eu,
away
se eu
with?
parar 10 segundinhos aqui pra ler, mano, eu vou olhar a farofa tudo, velho. Não vou fazer
Jumps in.
pressão.
Are we going to see some fireworks here?
Vou tentar ver só a
That
farofa.
combo did. They were right to be
Ó,
on
tá
guard
vendo?
there.
Ó,
Doesn't miss a beat. Barely blocks the jump in. Oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish count. Goes for the aerial control show. It's a good spot to use the super. Jumps. Launches with a tank hook. Bends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Player blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Life lead is there, but still experiencing kick out of nowhere.
esperava essa não.
Player 2 brings it home.
Não, velho.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back
Ah,
into the
duvido dá pra ter
rematch.
ganhado,
We
vai
ain't
ser
even
mesmo.
close to done yet.
Para de.
caught in the crossover. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Was that a good decision? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets the jump in. Combo with the target combo. Look at the damage. Goes for the super art. Big counter. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Pushing through with the Gladius. Reads their mind and texts the throw. Player 1 is going to have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they springs forward with the drive rush? Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2.
Gosto de farofa essa porra aí.
Overdrive art? Are we going to hit them with a stop and block? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Will this decision pay off for them? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner kick. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Scrapping it out up close. He corrects them. Finds the target. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. Player 2 with the rhythm. Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? They got a big one. A big counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Hit the drive. A jump in? Ooh, does them dirty. The super doesn't hit. Excellent read. Excellent damage on that. Here comes the corner pressure. Overhead attack. Lightning kicks. Nothing stops this train. There's a drive impact. Can they convert on Pikachu from heaven? Turning it right up with kick out of nowhere.
Pra sair do canto ali não foi meio que só sair do sufoco mesmo. Ela leu bonito, ela leu a farofa, acho que ela esperava um super alguma coisa assim, viu o Dragon Pack vindo aqui.
Here comes a new challenger.
Mas vamos lá. Caralho, será que é o mesmo cara? Não, não é não, que a tela é diferente. Ah, acho que não.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Jump in, finds the one. Starts off zoning with fireballs. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both sides have full drive and plenty of power. Let's see how things open up. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. All right, what's coming up next?
Olha lá, ruxa no ficou, quem vai?
Oh, with the drive effect. Knockdown. Throws him. What's next? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 2 can't afford this KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Jump? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Knockdown and super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 1 will look to apply. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? The super hits and this looks like it's gonna kill.
O cara deu um chute, porque a boneca dele é menos gorda. Não, eu não pedi revanche não. Porque a boneca dele é menos gorda, meu boneco passou por baixo. Ai, ai. Deu chute normal, deu chute na neutro. Pulou chutando.
Here comes a new challenger.
Vai lá. praticar, mano.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Puts one in the pocket. No good up high. Player one has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Oh, whiffs the grab. Gets the jump in. What's the play here? Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Ends around with a sick combo. Amazing. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Takes a trip. Player one can't let their drive gauge out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Taking stock. Player two sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Puts the super armor to good use. It's gold for the throw. That's what they came for. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one needs to use the cutter. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
Now you know history.
Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. There's a burnout. Player two's over in a flash. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters.
O próximo. Tá com raiva aqui não. Ganhei. A da Julie ganhei. Boneco que tem tapete bom, eu que tomo no rabo. Lá vem o cabeçada.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Throws him down. Steps in for the throw. No more drive gauge. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. What's the play here? Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Heading into the end game now. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Jumps. The Gladius blows him away. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Oh god, this is tense.
Nossa, ainda bem que ele errou, mano. Ele foi mais burro que eu, mano.
Always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Will this decision pay off for them? Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Player one, Chase hits him with a stomping block. Burnout activates. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. 100 hands looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Vou tentar trazer de volta, né?
Player one is not in a good place. Oh, how did they spot that?
Entendi, né?
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Ele ainda faz a cabeça.
Puts the super armor to good use. The drive impact doesn't work. Excellent block to shut out the impact. What gotta do better than that? Rushes in. Player two. Sick super armor use. Use their shot. Nothing stops this train.
Que isso? Achei que tinha pegado.
Blast them. It's an organ. Both sides getting ready. Player one. Yo. Critical art now?
Nossa, ele apertou.
With a critical art. Such a smart play to go for in this situation.
Ele vai parar,
Fighting
tá?
back against the odds and giving them a
Vou
chance to win this. They're just gonna go. It's over.
Eu defendi, tá? Eu paro sem chute, mas eu defendi. Tudo bem. Não reclamar demais, não. Chutei ali, falei, vai farofar. Segurei a defesa e o burnout me matou. Foi keep damage ali, não tinha nem como. Se desse um pouquinho mais de vida, o chip damage salvava. Mas tá um pouquinho chatinho, né? Mas ele ainda é enfrentável ainda. Pelo menos não tiver de platina pra baixar, ainda dá pra enfrentar.
Here comes a new challenger.
Tá direito também,
Our
mano.
fighters are ready to lay it all on the
Tô todo
line.
torto aqui, reclamando do jogo. Jogar pé.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Trips him up. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Both sides backing off to form their game plan.
Pula, Rio. Pula,
Time's
Rio.
the only
Praga.
thing moving here. The jump-in is denied.
Na hora que eu queria ter pulado, você não pular.
This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait kept their composure and pulled out the combo
Ele em
at just
cima
the
do
right
Hadouken,
time?
certo?
Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? That drive impact is blocked. Forcefully closes the gap. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Puts the super armor to good use.
Pula não. Pula não.
Looking for a chance. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Good distance for a shot. Ups the damage on that. It's a good spot to use the super. Going for the conclusive kill with the super. What a move.
É, você tá vendo, né? Você tá vendo que o cara não é não, né? Joga direitinho, né? Detalhe que, infelizmente, pra ele eu pulei nas horas certas pra mim. Os 3 pulos que eu dei, eu nem dei pulo nenhum no jogo aqui naquela pulação, só dei 3 pulos. Os 3 que eu pulei, peguei. Levantamento, hein? Eu tenho que começar a ter mais maldade na hora de desse tipo de cara, mano. O cara que farofa, o cara aprender a parar de farofar, mano.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Checks with the projectile. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Blocks the jump in. There's a corner switch. The jump in is denied. Starts with a jump in. Holds out with the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Strings it all together. Life lead opens up. No more drive gauge. So little life left. Decides to meet them in the air. This is gonna be bad news. Burnout activates. Oh God, to come from the brink like that? What a comeback. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
Decides not to rush in without a plan. Who's going to start things off? Connects with medium kick. Rattles them with a spinning bird and springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity.
Mano, você acredita que essa porra não pegou?
Knockdown. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting.
What?
Experiencing burnout. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return.
Não, gostei, não tem como sair não, tá? Tô tomando chute subindo e descendo.
Just starting. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Whiffs the impact.
Ó.
Jumps up. Both fighters planning something. Sees them coming and shrugs it off with a spin there.
Tá vendo? Não pega não, mano.
Last round.
Só pega essa deixar, né? Eu vou deixar em todas, eu tô vendo que toda vez que toma deixar ele parou. Vamos lá, o cara sabe.
Opens with a fireball. The last round. It's now or never. Smart play with the throw. In with the cross. Excellent jumping. Getting it all on the drive rush. Leg kick. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 2. Very good tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Down on life. They gotta make a move. They're in range. We gonna see a jump that finds the target.
Eu sei que você não quer usar.
Will this super art do anything? Player 1 can't win this without pulling the trigger. Passes out the game.
Nossa, o burnout vai doer, viu?
This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only
Vai
gonna
pular
break
não,
their
pau,
life,
não
but
vai
also
pular
their
não.
nerves. Both sides getting ready. Drives it back, misses. Knocks them out of the air. And risky medium kick.
Eu fiz o chute ali embaixo, mano. O chute não saiu. Não sei por qual motivo, mas não saiu. Depois do super. Ia manter a pressão. Ele levantou apertando o botão, ele ia manter a pressão sobre ele. Ele não ia poder fazer porra nenhuma.
Here comes a new challenger.
Eu não gostei de tentar Chun-Li.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Só Chun-Li, um atrás da outra.
Let's see what
É
they try
tudo
to do
que
here in the first round.
Só que pouco.
Starts off zoning with fireballs. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player 2 with the life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Box him with a target. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. The super armor does its job. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Throws him. What's next? Gets him. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Grabs him. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with a super arm. Reaches a good spot to use the super. Hits him with a stopping block. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 1 can't smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive section. Life lead is there, but close it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Connects with the throw. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Uh-oh. This could really twist the scale.
Now you know.
Up suspend the meter on the super. Player 2 is it tries to act quickly but with the attack. Noticeable and it all panned out. Player 1 was an app.
Eu não saio disso, mano. Eu ganho um, perco um, eu ganho um. Olha lá, 13.800 pontos. Tá com 13.800 pontos. Não sai, mano. É. Não, aí eu chego no 14.200, cai tudo de novo. Tá? Eu odeio essa boneca, mano. Eu odeio essa boneca. Eu odeio.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
The pleasure.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Oh!
Nossa, velho.
Player
É
1
muito
is just about out of drive after that.
Mal grande aqui, né?
Strings it all together. Got their eye on the air. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. That attack KO.
O problema é que ela tem os braços curtos igual um dinossauro reto e mesmo assim ainda pega mais longe do que
Goes for the jump in to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Wade brushes that off and keeps going. Now there's it. The hit throw connects. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with the chance to sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. In full for the throw. That's what they came for. Looking for a chance. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Oh, what's this? They baiting them into that? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal?
Aí ela vacilou pra caralho. Pode ter morrido por causa disso. Morreu por causa disso. Vacilou demais. Era só ter dado o level 3 e matar, né?
Victory!
Agora eu vou manter a calma. Ela já tá nervosa. Deixa o nervosinho falar por ela.
Who's going to steal this win? Both fighters are standing firm. Plenty of hope remaining. Get ready to be thrown to the side. Listen up, inside and out. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Oh, that turns out. Both sides getting reads the jump in perfectly. Swan Lake is on fire now. You need guts to pull that off.
Você não vê, mano, o grabzinho, cara. Eu falo, o grab dela é... Ai, eu sem querer. O grab dela é pior do que o...
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Charges forward. Bops him with a target combo. Well-timed command throw there. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. But down to the wire. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Takes a trip. Player 2 needs to use the twins out in the battle of the skies.
Tá vendo como é que todo mundo pula? Pulação.
They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
O cara tá tomando hit, tá caído no chão, já fica assim, ó.
Jump. Pushing through with the Gladius. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Uses the target combo as a filler, scrapping it out up close. Jumps up, a quick breather. Was hungry for the grab. Big super armor use. Oh, you need guts to pull that off. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Beautiful fight.
Final round. Fight.
This is it. Who's gonna take? Ooh, what a smart throw. The drive impact doesn't work. Excellent block to shut out the impact. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Hits them with a stop and pop. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 with a rhythm owning that space. What's next? Ooh, you never know what can happen here. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Gets the counter hit.
Não! Eu fiz um soco, mano. Eu fiz um soco, cara. Morri porque o soco não saiu, cara. Morri. Ah, vai tomar no cu. Morri porque o soco não saiu, cara. Ai, cara. Que nojo, cara. O soco não saiu. Jogando controle. Tá na versão de PlayStation 5, né? Tem como jogar ranqueada com pouco tempo assim, não, cara. Mesmo treinando no Xbox é muito difícil, cara. Os comandos Os comandos reverso é muito estranho, cara. É porque acontece, quando você faz da direita pra esquerda, da esquerda pra direita é fácil, mas quando você faz da direita pra esquerda é muito difícil. Porque eu não tenho. Eu não tenho desenvoltura muito no anelar, cara. Pra fazer o combo. Eu uso muito anelar. Eu não movo minha mão. Eu deixo, por exemplo, eu deixo o polegar sempre no. Agora. Eu deixo o polegar sempre no botão de pulo. Aí deixo, vamos supor, aí eu deixo o dedo médio para baixar, o indicador para ir para frente e o anelar para ir para trás. Quando é para fazer o flipper ao contrário, eu não tenho mecânica, tipo, por exemplo, você vai fazer um baixo frente e chute aí, normal, padrão. Para mim apertar baixo, para apertar baixo e frente, eu tenho que usar o médio e o anelar e aí apertar. Isso eu não consigo, ainda não consigo. Mesmo treinando, eu tentei com a máquina, tentei.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? No heavy. No good up high. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. All right. Well-timed command throw. Neither of them willing to back off here. Strings it all together. Down to the wire. Combo with the target combo. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Taking stock. Oh God, this is tense. Takes in the throw.
Não consegui
raciocinar pra passar.
E esse cara pula muito, não sei, ele pula pra caralho.
Who's going to start things off? Player 2 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits puts the super armor to good use. Both fighters planning something? Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Scrapping it out up close. Just goes for it in this range. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. No escaping that. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Got their eye on the air. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Blocks the jump in. Misfire with the drive impact.
Ele não tá conseguindo fazer o agarrão dele, não. É isso que ele tá tentando fazer.
Big low reaching heavy. Alright, what's coming up next? Players, hold your breath. It baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Oh, this is so close. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 in there.
Dente aéreo.
Player 2 picks up the first round.
Pior que não sabe, né? Fica parado.
Connects with medium kick. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now?
A boneca fica parada, mano.
Jumps in. Heavy punch sends him, hits him with a stopping block. They can't squander this punish counter kick. Hits back with the drive attack on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 1 draws critical. What's gonna happen? Gets the critical.
E aquele personagem, ele foi feito pra poder fazer...
Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Here comes the corner pressure. What now? Ryan crowns him from above. Throws it in out.
É 2-20.
Player 2 brings...
Ai, cara. Eu esqueço que é 2 hits. Não, tá osso. Não tá osso. Tá osso, tá osso. Tá osso. É o mesmo personagem. Tá, parece que só tem 4 personagens no jogo.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
De novo eu tô sentado sobre isso. Eu vou quase deitando.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first
Ela tem
round.
que jogar sério.
Tries to bait him with the projectile. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book.
Vou ficar famoso.
Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Oh! And they convert this punish counter opportunity into something. Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Got their off experiencing grip KO.
Nem ia pular. Encostei na analógica.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital.
Não vai pular. É eu apertar algum quando ele pula.
Hits them with a stop and pop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. It's a good spot to use the super. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They're back experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Reads the jump in perfectly. Both life and Superisa delivering the goddess of the hunt. Heavy damage incoming. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it set breaks through with a blow. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side flip. Player 2, solid anti-air. Throws them. What's next? Super armor.
Olha isso, cara. Olha isso. Olha isso.
Both sides getting ready. Who will set the bait at this range? Perfect explosive.
Olha a irritada que o cara me deu, mano. Ele apertou o chute. Vou dar conta de novo. Ele apertou o chute forte e o meu boneco ficou no ar, mano. Mais fácil que pariu.
Locks him with a target. Strings it all together. Decent damage. What's next? Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Gets the jump in. Neither fighter can rely on their driving. Takes a trip. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. What'll happen here? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both fighters, ooh, what a smart blow. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Hits them with a stop and bop. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Forward rush. All the throw connects. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. What are they going to shoot? Their shot. Capsule on the toe. All in with a rush. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Wait, what? Are they actually dead?
O cara apertou no rumo, sabe isso? que farofar ali, a vantagem era dele.
Gotta hand it to
O cara
both of
apertou no
our
rumo,
fighters.
mano. No rumo, ele apertou no rumo. Tanto é que saiu os dois Dragon Pack no mesmo tempo.
New challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Já comendo mandou.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a good read on their opponent. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Is that a good decision? Almost had it, but it gets blocked. What's the play here? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Hits with the overhead. Knockdown.
Eu não consigo acertar o bagulho, não sei certinho.
Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if
Se
they
chegou
can
no
keep it up.
platina até assim, porque tá pegando.
Anything else puts the super armor to good use. Player 2 sees him coming and rubs it off with the super armor. Good old slap.
Deixa a gente burnar.
Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Just goes for it at this range. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins as this one delivers the pain right to their doorstep. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Ooh, does them dirty. Super armor, cold and calculated. Impact squashed. They gotta go. They're going for the super armor.
Olha isso, cara.
Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a
Como
round.
jogar? Como jogar?
Taking no prisoners.
O comando moderno. O problema do comando moderno é isso, cara.
Player 1 brings it home.
Não, ali não tem nem jeito. Tem personagem que no comando moderno deixa o personagem de cocô cagado, mano. O boneco só spam. É igual o como é que fala? O boneco.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Só que o Blanca dá pra você atingir ele com o Drive Pack, entendeu? Ele, o Honda não. Aquele golpe
See
ele
what
não.
they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. You're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Deal some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Was that a good decision? Definitely shuts out the jump. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Throws them to negate the block. We are near the end of the round.
They
Can either fighter pull a
dash,
rabbit out of their hat here? Heading into... burnout activates! Alright, what's coming up next? KO!
Tá bom.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now?
Ah, mano, é isso que eu não concordo, cara.
Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. The goddess of the hunt has arrived. Saying goodbye to that life gauge. Player 1 flipping the script with that back throw was huge. The passion out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish!
Tentei, mas saiu o padrão.
Player 2 is a force.
Não, mas o cara jogou limpo ali. O cara jogou sem.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits him with a vagabond edge. Throws him to negate the block. Steps in for the throw. Still slugging it out here. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. escapes the corner to reset the situation. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. That's the jump in they were looking for. In a dire situation, they've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive games, but they're still looking to impress with this super. Going binomial theorem with a boost of
Nossa, matou,
do
cara.
enough damage to finish the round.
Lindo, velho.
Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Não, esse é bom sim.
Hits him with a vagabond
Tô
edge.
tomando um slow, cara. Esse é o meu principal problema, mano.
Will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Vagabond and sends them flying. A quick breather. Uses the target combo as a filler.
Morri.
Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them.
E aí, meu super level.
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked.
Não, esse cara jogou limpo, limpo, limpo. Limpo, limpo, limpo. Você tá doido.
Here comes a new challenger.
É um combo, né, mano? Não tem condição não, né, mano? Vem Ryu, aí vou pra outro Ryu. Vem Chun-Li, vem outro Chun-Li. Agora vem Kimberly, é coisa de Kimberly.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
Ah, perfeito, cara. Bem quando o jogo não registra,
Gets
mano.
through the opening. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Avoids getting cornered. Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. The jump-in is denied. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing in a dire situation. KO!
Aí mantive a calma
Player
mais que eu
2
pude.
hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Gets out of that jam with a perfect parry. Perfect read with the drive parry. Tries to catch him out with the arch step. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner, brushes that off and keeps going.
Nossa,
Player 2 will need to play
nossa, cara. O
conservative
cara
until
foi uma
the drive
tentação de low, mano.
Level 3 super.
Puta que
Spending their gears like
pariu.
it's nobody's business. Sets up with the jump in. Vagabond and sends them flying. Go, closes it
O cara foi
out.
uma
This
apertação
is the
de
final
low,
round.
cara.
Expect to see some fireworks.
Quase quebrou o controle dele lá, velho. Não, pela velocidade que ele deu aquele low ali, mano.
Puts a bit of stank on that.
Pela velocidade que ele deu aquele low ali, mano, não tem condição. Ele é martelando o low, mano.
Player 1 is looking and whips. They're wide open. Drives it back, misses. Connects with the throw. And they burn out in
Oh,
sync.
que porra,
The
mano.
throw connects. Somehow manages to block the jump in. What's next? A real test of nerves here. Player 1
Ah,
can't let
eu dei low, mano. Eu dei low, eu dei low. Dei low não, eu dei quero.
Player 1 really has to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over
Não,
yet.
deixa eu passar a frente de
Let's
barco, vai
believe
dar uma
it's time
brincada.
for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Holds out with the block. Things are slow going right now. Down to the wire. The move whips and they get nailed with the punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whip an attack and then strike without hesitation. Takes the chance to hurt him. Decent damage. What's next? Blocks the ambiguous crossup. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Turns it up a notch, sees him coming and shrugs it off with a super armor. timely cycling play puts the super armor to good use. And the big play does it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Tries to catch him out with the arch snap. They trade. Takes him, brushes that off and keeps going. Digs in deep to get that drive-in. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge
Olha, o cara aperta tanto botão, mano.
Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now is the time.
Eu achei que ele ia resetar, mano. Tava farofando o peluche que eu falei que ele vai fazer o reset.
Player 2, sick super armor use. And they created put the super armor to good use. Player 2 can't use any flatlines. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a cross that off. Drives it back, misses. Vagabond and sends them flying. A trade, but still works out.
Ah, mano, apertei o Dragon Tech, cara. Vai tomar no cu, meu irmão. Vai tentar de novo essa filha da puta. Vai tomar no cu. Eu li aquele Dragon Tech ali, mano. Aquele na parede ali eu li. Foi ali, eu li muito. Por que eu tô falando com você? Tem hora... Não, deixa eu jogar um pouquinho aqui, deixa eu passar raiva. É bom que eu caio pro Gold e cria vergonha na cara. Não, tem lógica não, mano. A última, se eu perder, eu vou sair. Tomara que venha um boneco bem cotô. Só pra sair. Isso aí mesmo. Não, mas ali eu brinquei de usar Dragon Impact com ela. Você vai ficando puto, você vai apertando de retardado.
Ready? Then show me.
Vai.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Você vai fazer isso.
Tries to bait him with the projectile. Not much damage
dealt
so
pular
far,
o
but
trouxa,
they
não vou
may
pular
be
não.
looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Goes for an overhead.
Não vai poder fazer nada.
On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. What are they thinking here? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Player 2 chases them down. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up.
Acompanha
okay,
esse pouco,
creating some space here.
Vai. Isso, acompanha, vai.
Big counter. KO.
Vai, pau no cu.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Se quer jogar assim, vamos jogar.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so violent. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 has an empty drive gate. How will they utilize this? Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation, it's a good spot to use the super. It's the goddess of the hunt. I've heard of tough love, but not like this. Not like this. Player 1 while critical. What's gonna happen? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? This can lead to some big damage. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. What now? Player 2 just what they were after.
Vamos continuar, mas só a próxima.
Player 2 is a force to be wrecked.
Ganhei, se eu perder, você ia sair. Ah, esse cara abusou demais também. Ele pensou, vou sair dando pulo aqui que vai funcionar minha redução. E era pra eu ter punido aquele super dele ali. O botão não saiu.
Choose a new challenger.
É pra me sair, é. Agora é pra me sair.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Agora é pra me sair, agora é pra me sair. Mas vamos lá. Vou fazer a coisa que eu sempre faço com eles. Drive Rush.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here?
Agora eu vou
Player
tomar
2
distância.
will be in a spends the meter to throw on some massive damage. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Impacts are no-go. Heading into the end game now. It's
Nossa,
getting tense.
mano.
Burnout activated.
Nossa, morri.
Player 1 can't afford mistakes without paying.
Ah, mano, eu dei drive
Player
back
1
não.
on the
Eu
board
dei
first with the
daring
win.
nessa porra, mano.
They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. Takes the chance to hurt him. Oh, they're getting over. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Beats them and goes in for the hug. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Stone Cold Embrace. You can't block those. Oh my god, they just trumped it up. And Passion's out the game right
Já
there.
tá, porque
This is gonna kill.
essa vez geralmente quando tá sob pressão psicológica faz muita cagada.
What a finish.
Tá sob pressão
We're going
psicológica.
into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Fools them and locks them in embrace. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Stone Cold Embrace. Can't block those. Sees the overhead coming. Drops them hard. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory? Impact squash.
Ah, mano, tomei o grab, cara.
Down on life. They gotta make a move. Just go for it. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. Player 1 was an absent.
Essa foi pra sair, mano. Eu apertei o Drive Impact, cara. Eu apertei, mano. Eu tava segurando o Drive Impact. Ah, essa foi sair dele.